You guys like free things? Yeah? There's a catch. You got to answer a question in order to win these gifts. Now, the gift is a little spatula. Now, these are really handy if you want to get the frosting out of the cake. You want to, frost the cake, get the mayonnaise out of the jar. Thank you very much. I got that right this time. I got to tell you this up front. The front row questions are a little bit easier than the back row questions, okay? So we're going to let you know. Sir, we're going to start with you. What's your first name? Michael, you're right. You win. See how the front row is really the easy ones. What color is the White House?
White.
White, you're right. I got a math question for you. How many Pepsis in a six-pack? 6, you're right, good. What color is the yellow brick road? Yellow, you got it. You guys know anything about cows? Cattle? A little bit? We'll start with you. What do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef. It's a cooking show, come on. What would you call a cow with 2 legs? Lean beef, yeah. How about you? What would you call a cow that lost its calf? Decaffeinated, but I'm pumped. Okay. Oh, you guys will tell these. Come on. That's just because you smiled at that. That was good, too. I won't worry about you. There's one for you. Oh, one for you, too. There we go. We're just getting started, guys. You can come on in and we'll cook you a meal, too. There you go. Oh, you got 2 of them. Look at that. All right, let's get started. Now, they have been making waterless cookware out of West Bend for many years. Anybody here ever heard of West Bend before? Yeah? Did you ever go to one of those in-home dinner parties where they came to the house? Did you get a set? Did you? How long ago was that? 30 years ago. And you're still using it? Really? Everybody say hi to my sister over here. Just kidding. 30 years ago. Stay with me at the end of the show. I got a little something for you to use with your cookware, okay? You know, a lot of people like to give the old sets to the kids, get new ones for themselves as well. Now, we started back then with a machine very similar to this one. Now, if you've never seen one before, it's designed to get you out of the kitchen in a hurry. In the old days, it had a C-clamp that went underneath your countertop, and that's where you grind your vegetables. Nowadays, we have the high chrome finish, so it looks good. Now, the magic's actually in the rubber base. You put this on any flat surface, turn that lever, you got 600 pounds of pressure. It's not going to go anywhere. Now, I'm going to start off the show by cutting up some carrots. That's the first vegetable we're going to be cooking today. Little hint for you. If you're going to cook carrots at home, you want to wash them and scrub them, but you don't want to peel them because the nutrients are under the skin, so you leave that skin on. Now, the first cone I'm going to show you, we call this our Ruffles potato chip cone, and here's why. Take that carrot, put it to the back of the hopper. Look at that ruffle cut that it puts in there. Very quick and very easy. Now, there is 2 things I want you to remember about this machine. First thing is, I want you to leave it on the countertop if you happen to win one or you get one. You leave it on the counter because if you put it away, what happens? Out of sight, out of mind. It goes into that gadget graveyard where the Cuisinart sits, right? Now, the second thing to remember is when you get to the bottom of the carrot, let go. That's right, otherwise you got finger food. Now, there is a safety device built in. Anytime my finger goes to the back of that hopper and starts to get cut, this hand will stop. This hand will stop. Thank you very much, yeah. Now, how long would it take you to cut up this many carrots at home normally? Too long, right? Now, you can buy carrots already cut up like that at the grocery store. They cost about 4 times more than a carrot should, and they're usually dried out. They don't taste very good. Well, I'm going to show you more of this machine in just a few minutes. We're going to make the salad for you. By the way, these cones are made of carbon steel, and you just rinse them off, wipe them down with a paper towel, or you can put them through your dishwasher if you want to. Now, you guys are a very lucky audience. By the way, it's time to officially start the show. My name is Steve, and I'm going to be your chef. Everybody say hi, Steve.
Hi, Steve.
Hi, everybody. And on the count of 3, I'd like to know all your names. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Got them. Good. Now, you guys are awfully lucky. This is a very special show. I have a very famous celebrity chef who's going to be joining me. You've all seen him on TV. He's world-renowned, and he comes from Paris, France. His name is Pierre. Would you please all join me in welcoming my friend, Chef Pierre? Oh, he's sitting right here in the front. What is your first name, sir?
Michael.
Michael. Michael, you and I will do the cooking today, okay? You do the supervising. I'll do all the work. That's the same thing that happens at home? Yeah, okay. We'll introduce Michael and everybody else to the cookware. It's called the Healthy Gourmet, and as I said, it's made in West Bend. Now, this is our smallest utensil. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start by placing some carrots in the bottom of that pan. Can anybody tell me the name of the medicine that we found in carrots? Beta carotene. Beta-carotene is actually the first known cancer preventative medicine there is, and it's right there in your vegetable garden. Now we're also going to add some other vegetables. We have some dark green like broccoli and zucchini. Now how many of you ladies out there like broccoli and zucchini? Did you know that these are the best 2 garden vegetables for retarding breast and colon cancer? Very important to have in a woman's diet. We're also going to add some yellow squash, some purple cabbage, some corn on the cob, and I'm going to top everything off with just a couple of slivers of red bell pepper. Now I'm adding these vegetables not only because they're healthy, but also because of the color. We eat with our eyes first. You know, especially kids. If it doesn't look good, they're not going to want to eat it. Now, we know that 2 colors make people hungry. Red and yellow. Now, if you doubt that, look at any major fast food sign in America. McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, Sonny's, Denny's, all of their signs are red and yellow. It's on purpose. Take a look at the colors of these vegetables. Doesn't that look good? Now, Michael, if you're cooking this at home, what is the next ingredient you normally add?
Water.
Water. That's what my mom used to do. She wanted to make sure these vegetables were dead, so she'd start by drowning them. Now, if that didn't kill them, she'd suffocate them. If that didn't kill them, she'd stick them on the burner and she'd put it to what temperature? High. You boil them for 20 minutes. If they're still alive, you sneak up on them with a knife. And you stab them and jab them. Then you take the water, you dump it down the sink, and you eat what's left. Now, that water's been in there about 10 seconds. Take a look at the color of this water. Remember that beta-carotene we were just talking about? Look how much we just lost. That's just rinsing. Can you imagine what actually happens when you boil? Well, today we're going to cook without water. I'm going to drain all the water out of the pan. We're going to put the lid on, and we're going to put it on the burner, but I'm not going to put it on to high. I'm only going to put it on to medium, because with our cookware, medium to low is really all you need to know. Michael, here's where you come in. About 3 or 4 minutes, about the time I'm finishing with my salad, you're going to see a steady stream of vapor coming from that lid. When you see that vapor, would you say, Steve, the vegetables are ready? Let's rehearse that once. Go.
Steve, the vegetables are ready.
Did I tell you he's wrote it down? Absolutely. Now, what would normally happen if you put vegetables on a burner without water? Scorch and burn, wouldn't they? If these scorch and burn, who are we going to blame? Michael, because he's in charge. No, I got you back. That's okay, Michael. Let's go ahead and get to our main course. How many of you out there like steak and lobster? We don't have any. I just want to see if you liked it. I like it. How about fried chicken? Anybody like fried chicken? Now, if you're going to fry up some chicken at home, what is the first ingredient you want to add to that skillet? Oil, grease, fat, lard, butter. Lots of it too, because it's really healthy, low in calories, and good for you, right? How many of you guys think grease is bad for you? It is. You ever see cold grease at the bottom of the skillet? Kind of looks like this, doesn't it? Let me show you. I'll tell you something I learned from a heart surgeon. I'm going to take a little bit of this and put it on the back of my hand. Now that is a solid, just like you see at the bottom of a cold skillet. Well, we learned that it takes a temperature of 105 degrees to melt any kind of grease, fat, lard, or butter. What's your body temperature? 98.6. Now, when you cook with grease, it does go over 105. And then you eat the food, it drops back down to 98.6. Same thing that happened in that cold skillet also does happen inside your body, but it usually takes its place in the arteries in the form of cholesterol. Now, this is called death of an artery from the American Heart Association. When we start out in life, we got a nice clear artery like this one. Then as we go through life, we have French fries, cheeseburgers, pizzas, triple bypass, right? Now, the reason I'm showing you this is I'm about to fry up some chicken, but I'm not going to use any grease, oil, fat, lard, or butter. I'm going to do it on a dry skillet. And the reason I can do that is the Healthy Gourmet has designed their cookware 100% non-porous, so nothing will stick to it. Now, I'm also going to do a potato. Who likes potatoes? Fried or baked? Baked, fried?
Fried.
Let's do both. We can do both. I'm going to take my potato and cut it in half. Now, it does take a little bit of magic to make this work. You guys have to talk to the cookware. On the count of 3, I want you all to say the magic word, which is cook. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3.
Cook.
I hear a little sizzle. It's working. Good. Now, I'm going to do my chicken the same way, without the grease and without the skin. Now, why take the skin off the chicken? That's where the fat is. That's where a lot of the cholesterol likes to hide. A lot of people think the flavor's in the skin, but it's actually not. It's in the meat itself. This, by the way, is a frozen chicken breast. I use frozen for 2 reasons. One is salmonella issues. The second reason is I want to show you how quick